Hi, everyone. Welcome to Child Development. We are in Module 14, which means you are very close to being done. This week, we are moving into social emotional development for mid childhood. We talked about physical development and cognitive development. Now we're ready for social emotional development. This will be our last section on mid childhood. And then week 15 or Module 15, we'll come back and we'll dive into adolescence. So, what are we looking at learning this week? Our student learning outcomes really remain the same. The difference is that we kind of take pieces off of them. So we've learned about infant toddler, we've learned about early childhood, and now we're taking the student learning outcomes and applying them to mid childhood. So really looking at social emotional development, what does that look like? How does all of these things influence it? How does biology and environment and social interactions influence social development for the mid childhood? Understanding typical progression across social emotional development for mid childhood, and knowing what typical and atypical development will look like for mid childhood social emotional development. Our smaller learning intentions include understanding the development that takes place in self understanding. This includes self concept and self esteem, comprehending the elements of emotional development and the progress that occurs in mid childhood, understanding the different theories on moral development and the potential for growth during this time, knowing the significance of peer relations and the influence and the impact of positive interactions, understanding the place and significance of gender typing for mid childhood, comprehending the influence of family on development, and knowing factors and problems that impact development. So we have a lot to learn, but it's going to be good. You'll be able to do all of these things once you learn it. You'll be able to describe the growth that occurs in self understanding and emotional understanding. You'll be able to apply theoretical knowledge on moral development to self and scenarios to examine current levels of morality. You'll be able to explain the role of peer relations and apply the knowledge to engage in practices which mediate conflict and increase positive interactions. You'll be able to explain the influences on gender typing. You're going to be able to generate possible ways families can impact development, and you'll be able to provide at least 3 problems that occur during early childhood and provide possible solutions for them. All right, with that, these are the things you have to get done this week. It's a short week, so there's a little bit less. You have your question of the week. You have your reading, Child Growth and Development, Chapter 12. You're going to be able to watch students learn the skill of conflict resolution. I want you to watch this short film around honest opinions of being a boy or girl, and this is from National Geographic, so we get to look at different cultures around the world and what it means to be a boy or girl. There's also going to be lecture videos, of course. Your assignments include your watch and work and your quiz question. There is no discussion this week, so enjoy yourself with that. And of course, continue to work on your mid-childhood assignment as we wrap this unit up. All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I hope everyone has a great week. I'll see you in the lecture.